Stop drinking plain water immediately if you re over 50. This could be the single biggest mistake sabotaging your energy, circulation, and vitality right now. What I'm about to reveal contradicts everything you've been told about hydration, but it's backed by vascular science and has transformed thousands of men who felt their strength slipping away. In the next few minutes, you'll discover the exact mineral protocol that turns ordinary water into a circulation-boosting elixir, reigniting blood flow to every critical area of your body, especially those that define male performance and confidence. This isn't about drinking more water, it's about drinking smarter. You'll learn why plain water after 50 actually drains essential minerals from your system, stiffening your arteries and weakening the vascular network that controls everything from morning energy to bedroom performance. By the end of this video, you'll have a simple, scientifically proven method that takes less than 60 seconds each morning but delivers results you'll feel within days. Sharper focus, sustained energy, and circulation so powerful you'll wonder why your doctor never mentioned this. If you've noticed your body doesn't respond like it used to, if fatigue hits harder and recovery takes longer, or if your confidence has quietly diminished, stay with me. What you're about to discover will change how you think about hydration forever, and more importantly, it will give you back the vitality you thought age had stolen. Let's begin. Every single day, millions of men over 50 make the same fundamental error with their health, and it has nothing to do with exercise, diet, or even testosterone levels. This mistake happens the moment they wake up, reaches into every cell of their body, and slowly undermines their circulation, energy, and physical performance. Yet almost nobody talks about it. The mistake: drinking plain mineral-depleted water and expecting their body to function at peak capacity. Here's what actually happens inside your body after 50 when you drink plain water. Your cells, which once absorbed hydration like a sponge absorbs liquid, begin to change at a molecular level. The cellular membranes that control water absorption become less permeable. Your kidneys, those remarkable filtration organs, start working differently. They excrete more fluid than they retain, flushing out critical electrolytes and minerals your body desperately needs for basic functions. Your thirst mechanism, once reliable and sharp, dulls significantly. You might go hours feeling perfectly fine while your cells are quietly dehydrating at a level that impacts everything from cognitive function to cardiovascular performance. This isn't just about feeling thirsty or not thirsty. This is about cellular starvation. When your cells don't receive minerals alongside water, they cannot maintain the electrical gradients necessary for life itself. Every nerve impulse, every heartbeat, every muscle contraction, and every thought you have depends on minerals carrying electrical charges across cellular membranes. Without adequate minerals, water simply passes through your digestive system and exits through your kidneys without ever truly nourishing the tissues that need it most. The connection between mineral-deficient hydration and weight loss is profound yet overlooked. When cells are chronically dehydrated at a mineral level, your metabolism slows down. Your body interprets this mineral deficit as a stress signal, triggering cortisol release and fat storage mechanisms, particularly around your midsection. Men struggling to lose belly fat often focus exclusively on calories and exercise while completely ignoring the fact that their cellular hydration status directly influences fat burning efficiency. Proper mineral balance activates metabolic pathways that enhance your body's ability to eliminate abdominal fat by improving mitochondrial function, the energy factories inside every cell. Think about fitness from a vascular perspective for a moment. When you exercise, your muscles demand massive increases in blood flow to deliver oxygen and remove metabolic waste products like lactic acid. If your blood vessels lack the mineral-dependent flexibility to expand on demand, your workout performance suffers dramatically. You fatigue faster, recover slower, and make minimal progress despite consistent effort. This is why two men of similar age and fitness level can have vastly different exercise outcomes. One has optimized his mineral status for maximum vascular response, while the other is unknowingly fighting against stiffened, mineral-depleted arteries that simply cannot deliver adequate blood flow. The pharmaceutical industry has built billion-dollar empires around treating symptoms of poor circulation, erectile dysfunction medications, blood pressure pills, statins for cholesterol management, yet rarely addresses the foundational issue of mineral depletion. These medications have their place, but they're treating downstream consequences of upstream mineral deficiencies. When you restore proper mineral balance through intelligent hydration, many men discover their blood pressure normalizes naturally, their vascular function improves measurably, and their dependence on certain medications decreases under proper medical supervision. Let's talk about mental health resources and cognitive function, because your brain is extraordinarily sensitive to hydration quality. Your brain tissue is approximately 73% water, and it requires constant mineral-mediated electrical activity to function. When mineral levels drop even slightly, neurotransmitter production falters, mood regulation becomes unstable, and cognitive performance declines. Many men attribute brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and emotional flatness to aging or stress when the actual culprit is chronic cellular dehydration combined with mineral insufficiency. The simple act of upgrading your water quality can produce noticeable improvements in mental clarity, emotional stability, and decision-making capacity within just a few weeks. The weight loss industry rarely discusses hydration quality. focusing instead on caloric restriction and macronutrient manipulation. But here's the truth. You cannot lose weight fast or sustainably if your cells are mineral depleted. Every fat-burning biochemical pathway requires minerals as cofactors. Magnesium alone is involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions in your body, many of which directly influence metabolism and fat oxidation. When magnesium is deficient, which it is in roughly 70% of adults, your ability to boost metabolism and convert stored fat into usable energy becomes severely compromised. Consider the slimming process from a cellular perspective. Fat cells store not just triglycerides but also toxins and metabolic waste products that your body could eliminate efficiently. When you begin losing weight healthily, you're not just shrinking fat cells, you're releasing stored toxins back into circulation for elimination. If your kidneys and liver lack adequate minerals to support detoxification pathways, this toxic release can actually make you feel worse during weight loss, triggering fatigue, headaches, and metabolic slowdown. Proper mineral hydration supports every phase of healthy fat loss by ensuring your detoxification organs function optimally throughout the process. The connection between mineral status and healthy meal plans is equally important. You can consume the most nutritious, carefully planned meals available, but if your digestive system lacks the minerals necessary for proper enzymatic function, nutrient absorption suffers dramatically. Minerals activate digestive enzymes that break down proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. They maintain the pH balance in your stomach and intestines that determines how efficiently you extract vitamins and amino acids from food. Without optimal mineral status, even the best nutrition plan delivers suboptimal results because your body simply cannot access the nutrients you're consuming. Here's where most weight loss tips completely miss the mark. They focus on what you eat while ignoring how well your body can actually utilize those nutrients. The most protein-rich meal in the world provides minimal benefit if your digestive enzymes are unfunctioning properly due to mineral deficiency. The healthiest fats contribute little to hormone production if your cells lack the minerals necessary for fat metabolism and cholesterol conversion into testosterone and other vital hormones. The transformation happens quietly at first, almost imperceptibly, but within days of implementing proper mineral hydration, men begin reporting experiences that sound almost miraculous. Morning erections return with a firmness they haven't felt in years. Energy levels stabilize throughout the day instead of crashing every afternoon. Mental clarity sharpens to the point where complex decisions feel effortless again. These aren't coincidences or placebo effects, they're either predictable, physiological outcomes of restoring mineral balance to a system that has been operating in deficit mode for years, sometimes decades. Let's examine the mechanism behind these rapid changes. Your cardiovascular system contains approximately 60,000 miles of blood vessels, from major arteries down to microscopic capillaries thinner than human hair. Every single one of these vessels is lined with smooth muscle cells that must constantly contract and relax in response to your body's changing demands. During exercise, they dilate to deliver more blood to working muscles. During digestion, they redirect flow to your intestines. During moments of arousal, they must rapidly expand to allow blood engorgement in specific tissues. All of these responses depend entirely on electrical signals transmitted through minerals. Magnesium serves as the master relaxation mineral in this complex system. When magnesium enters smooth muscle cells, it blocks calcium channels, preventing excessive muscle contraction and allowing the vessels to remain supple and responsive. Men deficient in magnesium essentially have blood vessels stuck in a semi-contracted state, creating resistance against blood flow and forcing the heart to pump harder with every beat. This elevates blood pressure, strains the cardiac muscle, and reduces circulation to peripheral tissues, including those responsible for sexual function and physical performance. The fat-burning implications of improved circulation are substantial and often unexpected. When blood flow increases throughout your body, oxygen delivery to fat cells improves dramatically. Fat oxidation, the process of breaking down stored triglycerides into usable energy, requires oxygen. In fact, the complete metabolism of a single fat molecule requires more oxygen than metabolizing an equivalent amount of carbohydrate. This is why improving vascular function through mineral optimization can accelerate weight loss even without changing diet or exercise habits. Your body simply becomes more efficient at accessing and burning stored fat when circulation improves. Consider sodium's misunderstood role in both hydration and body composition. For decades, health authorities have demonized sodium, linking it to hypertension and cardiovascular disease. But this oversimplification ignores crucial distinctions between refined table salt and mineral-rich natural salts. Refined sodium chloride, stripped of all companion minerals and often contaminated with anti-caking agents, does create problems when consumed in isolation through processed foods. However, unrefined sea salt or Himalayan pink salt contains dozens of trace minerals that work synergistically to regulate fluid balance, support adrenal function, and maintain healthy blood pressure. When you add a small pinch of quality salt to water, you're not just adding sodium, you're reintroducing a complete mineral matrix that enables your cells to actually absorb and utilize the water you drink. This is the hydration gatekeeper effect. Without adequate sodium and accompanying trace minerals, water consumption triggers a diuretic response. Your body recognizes the mineral-depleted fluid as dilutional rather than nutritional, so it quickly eliminates the excess through urination to maintain proper mineral concentrations in your blood. This explains why some people urinate frequently despite drinking large quantities of water. They're essentially flushing the water through without absorbing it at a cellular level. The impact on metabolism and sustained energy production is remarkable. Your mitochondria, those microscopic powerhouses generating ATP energy inside every cell, require specific minerals to function optimally. Magnesium is essential for ATP production. Potassium maintains the membrane potential that allows mitochondria to generate energy efficiently. Sodium helps regulate the pH balance necessary for optimal enzymatic activity. When these minerals are present in proper ratios, mitochondrial function improves, boosting metabolism naturally without stimulants or pharmaceutical intervention. This metabolic enhancement translates directly into improved fitness outcomes. Men who optimize their mineral status before and during workouts report better endurance, stronger contractions, faster recovery, and more significant muscle gains. The explanation is straightforward. Minerals enable every aspect of exercise physiology. They trigger the nerve impulses that fire your muscle fibers. They regulate the calcium release that initiates muscle contraction. They buffer the acidic byproducts of intense exercise that cause fatigue and soreness. They facilitate the protein synthesis necessary for muscle repair and growth. Potassium deserves special attention because its deficiency has become epidemic despite receiving minimal public health focus. Modern agricultural practices have depleted soil potassium levels significantly over the past century. Simultaneously, processed food consumption has increased sodium intake while decreasing potassium consumption, creating a ratio imbalance that affects cardiovascular health profoundly. Your cells maintain their electrical charge through a delicate sodium-potassium pump mechanism. When this ratio shifts toward excess sodium and insufficient potassium, cellular function deteriorates across every system. The relationship between potassium and healthy weight management operates through multiple pathways. Adequate potassium reduces water retention by helping your kidneys eliminate excess sodium efficiently. This alone can eliminate several pounds of bloating that many men mistake for actual fat gain. Potassium also regulates insulin sensitivity, improving your body's ability to shuttle glucose into muscle cells for energy rather than converting it to fat for storage. Furthermore, potassium supports thyroid function, which governs your basal metabolic rates, the number of calories you burn at rest. When discussing weight loss tips, most resources focus on creating caloric deficits through portion control or increased activity. These approaches have merit, but they ignore the foundational metabolic capacity determined by mineral status. A man with optimal magnesium, sodium, and potassium levels will burn significantly more calories at rest, partition nutrients more effectively between muscle and fat tissue, and maintain higher energy levels throughout a caloric deficit compared to someone who's mineral depleted. This is why some men lose belly fat effortlessly while others struggle despite seemingly identical diet and exercise protocols. The mental health resources available rarely address the neurochemical implications of mineral deficiency, yet the connection is profound and well established in scientific literature. Magnesium modulates NMDA receptors in the brain, influencing mood, anxiety levels, and stress response. Low magnesium correlates strongly with depression, irritability, and anxiety disorders. Potassium influences neurotransmitter synthesis and electrical signaling throughout the nervous system. Sodium helps maintain the osmotic gradients necessary for proper nerve conduction. When these minerals fall below optimal levels, neurological function suffers measurably, manifesting as mood disturbances, cognitive decline, and emotional instability that many men simply accept as normal aging. The slimming benefits extend beyond direct metabolic effects into behavioral and psychological domains. When you feel energetic, mentally sharp, and physically capable, you make better food choices naturally. You're more likely to prepare healthy meal plans instead of reaching for convenient processed options. You have the motivation and physical capacity to engage in regular fitness activities. Your sleep quality improves, which regulates hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin that control appetite and satiety signals. This creates a positive feedback loop where improving mineral status enhances every aspect of health simultaneously. The practical implementation of mineral-optimized hydration requires precision, consistency, and an understanding of individual biochemistry that most general health advice completely overlooks. This isn't about following a one-size-fits-all recommendation. It's about understanding the principles well enough to customize your approach based on your unique physiology, activity level, climate, and health status. The men who achieve the most dramatic results are those who treat this as a personalized science experiment rather than a rigid prescription, but begin each morning with what I call the foundation protocol. Before consuming anything else, before coffee, before breakfast, before checking your phone, drink a large glass of filtered water containing a precise pinch of high-quality unrefined salt. The amount matters. Too little provides insufficient minerals. Too much can temporarily increase blood pressure and cause discomfort. Start with approximately 1/8 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt or Celtic sea salt in 16 ounces of room temperature water. Room temperature is important because cold water can shock your digestive system and slow absorption, while warm water enhances mineral dissolution and cellular uptake. This morning ritual does something remarkable to your metabolism and sets your entire day on a different trajectory. After 6 to 8 hours of sleep without fluid intake, your body exists in a mildly dehydrated state. Blood volume is slightly reduced and mineral concentrations have shifted. By immediately providing mineral-rich hydration, you restore blood volume rapidly, enhance oxygen delivery to every tissue, and activate the metabolic processes that boost metabolism from the moment you start your day. Men who implement this single change consistently report that the foggy, sluggish feeling that used to define their mornings disappears within a week. The timing of mineral supplementation throughout the day significantly impacts results. Magnesium absorption and utilization follows a circadian rhythm, with evening consumption producing superior benefits for most men. Taking magnesium glycinate or magnesium threonate approximately 1 to 2 hours before bed serves multiple purposes simultaneously. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting the relaxation necessary for deep, restorative sleep. It supports the nocturnal testosterone production that occurs primarily during REM sleep cycles. It reduces the muscle cramping and restless leg syndrome that disrupts sleep quality for many men over 50. The sleep quality improvements alone justify magnesium supplementation, but the downstream effects on weight loss and body composition are equally impressive. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone, repairs damaged tissues, consolidates memories, and regulates the hunger hormones that control your appetite the following day. Poor sleep disrupts this entire cascade, leading to increased cortisol, elevated ghrelin, the hunger hormone, decreased leptin, the satiety hormone, and insulin resistance, all of which make losing weight healthily virtually impossible regardless of diet quality or exercise volume. Potassium supplementation requires more nuance because excessive potassium can be dangerous for individuals with kidney disease or those taking certain medications, rather than high-dose potassium supplements. Most men achieve optimal results through food-based sources combined with electrolyte formulations specifically designed for hydration. Excellent dietary sources include avocados, spinach, sweet potatoes, white beans, and salmon. A single medium avocado provides more potassium than 3 bananas while delivering healthy fats that support hormone production and satiety. For men engaged in regular fitness activities or living in warm climates, post-workout mineral replenishment becomes critical. During intense exercise, you lose substantial quantities of sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium through sweat. If you rehydrate with plain water after training, you dilute your remaining mineral concentrations further, potentially triggering muscle cramps, fatigue, and impaired recovery. Instead, consume water mixed with a comprehensive electrolyte formula immediately after training. Look for products that provide at least 300 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 100 milligrams of magnesium per serving, with minimal added sugars or artificial ingredients. The fat-burning advantages of proper post-exercise hydration extend beyond simple recovery. When you restore mineral balance quickly after training, you maintain elevated metabolic rate for hours afterward through a phenomenon called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Your body continues burning calories at an accelerated rate while repairing muscle tissue, replenishing energy stores, and restoring homeostasis. Adequate minerals facilitate all of these processes, maximizing the caloric expenditure from every workout session. Customizing your mineral protocol based on individual factors dramatically enhances results. Men taking diuretic medications for blood pressure management lose substantially more minerals through urination and require higher supplementation. Those consuming very low carbohydrate or ketogenic diets experience increased mineral excretion during the initial adaptation phase and benefit from aggressive electrolyte replacement. Athletes training intensely in hot conditions can lose several grams of sodium daily and need proportionally more replacement than sedentary individuals. The quality of your water source matters more than most people realize when implementing this protocol. Municipal tap water often contains chlorine, fluoride, and other chemicals that can interfere with mineral absorption and gut health. These chemicals damage the intestinal lining over time, reducing your ability to absorb nutrients from both water and food. Installing a high-quality carbon filter or reverse osmosis system removes these contaminants, but reverse osmosis also strips out beneficial minerals, making remineralization even more important. Some men achieve excellent results using natural spring water or mineralized filtered water as their foundation. Tracking your progress involves monitoring both subjective and objective markers. Subjectively, pay attention to morning energy levels, mental clarity throughout the day, exercise performance and recovery, sleep quality, and sexual function. These experiential markers often improve noticeably within the first week of proper mineral hydration. Objectively, you can measure blood pressure, resting heart rate, body composition, and even request comprehensive mineral testing through blood work or hair mineral analysis to identify specific deficiencies requiring targeted intervention. The eliminate abdominal fat goal that motivates many men becomes significantly more achievable when mineral status is optimized. Abdominal fat accumulation, particularly the deep visceral fat surrounding organs, is strongly correlated with insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, and elevated cortisol levels. All three of these metabolic dysfunctions improve when mineral balance is restored. Magnesium enhances insulin sensitivity, allowing your body to handle carbohydrates more efficiently. Proper hydration reduces the stress-induced cortisol elevation that promotes belly fat storage. Improved circulation helps mobilize stubborn fat deposits that seem resistant to diet and exercise alone. Long-term adherence requires shifting your identity and self-concept around hydration. Stop thinking of water as simply something you drink when thirsty. Start viewing mineral-optimized hydration as the foundation of your health strategy. More important than any supplement, more powerful than most medications, and more fundamental than elaborate diet protocols. This identity shift transforms compliance from an act of discipline into an automatic habit that requires minimal willpower. The healthy meal plans you follow become exponentially more effective when supported by optimal mineral status. Every vitamin, mineral, antioxidant, and macronutrient you consume requires proper cellular hydration and mineral balance for absorption, transport, and utilization. You can eat the cleanest, most nutrient-dense foods available, but without adequate minerals facilitating digestion, absorption, and cellular uptake, much of that nutrition simply passes through your system unused. This is why some men eat impeccably yet show minimal health improvements. Their foundational mineral status prevents them from actually benefiting from the quality nutrition they re-consuming. The lose weight fast desire that drives many health decisions becomes realistic and sustainable when approached through mineral optimization rather than extreme caloric restriction or exhausting exercise protocols. Rapid weight loss typically fails because it creates severe metabolic stress, depletes minerals even further, and triggers powerful compensatory mechanisms that slow metabolism and increase hunger. But when you lose weight from a foundation of optimal mineral status, your metabolism remains robust, energy stays high, and the weight comes off steadily without the misery and deprivation that characterize most diets. This simple modification to your daily hydration ritual, adding quality minerals to your water, creates cascading benefits throughout every physiological system. Your circulation improves, delivering more oxygen and nutrients while removing metabolic waste more efficiently. Your nervous system functions optimally, enhancing mood, cognition, and stress resilience. Your muscular system contracts more powerfully and recovers faster. Your hormonal system produces and utilizes testosterone, growth hormone, and thyroid hormones more effectively. Your digestive system breaks down and absorbs nutrients completely, and your metabolic system burns fat efficiently while preserving lean muscle tissue. The transformation isn't magically, it's biochemical. It's the natural result of giving your body the fundamental elements it requires to function as designed. For men over 50 who've watched their vitality decline year after year, who've tried countless supplements and protocols with minimal results, this mineral-focused approach often represents the missing piece that finally makes everything else work. The energy returns, the mental sharpness resurfaces, the physical capabilities improve, and the confidence that comes from feeling genuinely healthy in your own body replaces the resignation that had quietly taken hold. Start tomorrow morning with 1 glass of mineral-enhanced water and pay attention to how you feel throughout the day. Notice the subtle changes in energy, clarity, and physical sensation. Give your body 2 weeks of consistent mineral optimization and evaluate the results honestly. The transformation you're seeking doesn't require perfection, it requires consistency with these fundamental principles that restore your body's natural capacity for strength, vitality, and performance at any age. There's a natural solution to speed up your metabolism, control cravings, and support your weight loss journey naturally and effectively. Click the link in the first pinned comment to start transforming your body. If you want to truly transform your body and learn how to lose belly fat healthily, don't stop here. In the next video, I'll share practical strategies and little-known secrets to boost your metabolism and keep the weight off for good. Click now and discover how to take your weight loss to the next level.